everyone, it's Megan here at Smith, and today I have Lauren with me as well. And we decided to take a couple minutes and explain to you how much our bodies are connected, whether we're talking about our hips or our core or our pelvis. So I wanted to give a good example for dancers. Oftentimes when we're standing at the bar, you might be one of the people who get corrected that you're sticking your butt out, and your teachers say, oh, flatten out your stomach, and then what do? Maybe you hold your breath, maybe you squeeze your glutes, maybe you brace yourself. Well, long term, this could actually be causing you complication and causing some weakness in some important areas of our core. So today we have Lauren, who's one of our pelvic health specialists, and she's just gonna talk to you a little bit about how we can improve our posture and not cause long-term weaknesses.
So first of all, just pelvic health, what is it? We're talking about these muscles, these pelvic floor muscles that sit right behind or between the bones of your pelvis. So if you think about your hips here, these are your nice hip sockets, and so those leg bones sit in just like this. And you can imagine that what you're doing with your legs and what you're doing with your pelvis really affects this pelvic floor, and like Megan says, affects all of your posture and where your hips are in space. So we wanted to talk a little bit today about how you can be strong in all different positions and not just try and live in one position necessarily that gets cued while you're in dance class. So maybe it is that you're getting cued to tuck under, maybe it is to push your butt back, but we want to be able to move through all of those positions with the same amount of strength because that's where we're the best athletes, and ultimately is going to be the healthiest for your pelvic floor long term. So what you can do is you can try to find that sweet spot. Where do you live in the middle? And we like to think like ribs over pelvis. So you can do some pelvic tilts, and you can see where is that nice spot where you're able to take a nice deep breath and it doesn't feel hard to sit in that spot. And then slowly you can work on those same breathing strategies as you move through that range of motion in your pelvis. So sticking your butt back, tucking under, seeing what feels the most natural for you, and then working to live in all of those different ranges as you go through something like dance. Maybe try it during one of your warm-ups, or if you're doing accessory work, that way you can build a different relationship with your body.
Yeah, so this is a really great thing that you can do at bar work when you're waiting for bar to start. You know, you can start in first position, and just like she said, you kind of look in the mirror, you're like, okay, not there, but this doesn't look right either, because we don't want to be tucking. So then you kind of find that little neutral spot so that when you start to do your plies, that you actually have already kind of found that more neutral posture and engaging your core versus holding your breath. I always say another good way to do it is when you're doing that, can you talk? Because otherwise, if you can't talk, you're probably just holding your breath, and then that's gonna cause that tightening as well. So definitely try this the next time you do bar work, and just see if you can find some of those postures and be able to still fully breathe throughout the exercises.
Nice, yeah, because ultimately the more control you have and the more you know where you are in space, the better athlete you're gonna be.
Yeah.